What's good, fight fans? It's Ash's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the people who donated via Cash App to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Now, I wanted to talk about Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather saying that they want Tevin Farmer next. I want to talk about that real quick because if this fight gets held up, it's coming from Tevin Farmer. Since Tevin Farmer says he's the boss, his team does what he wants to do. If it's held up, it's nobody's fault but Tevin Farmer and Tevin Farmer alone. Now, from the outside looking in, you would think that Tevin Farmer wants this fight. He wants it badly, right? And the person that didn't want it was Gervonta Davis. In all reality, you could look at it like that, or you could think back to the time that Gervonta Davis was practically begging Tevin Farmer to fight him on the McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather undercard. And his answer was, they are on my time now. At first I was on their time and they didn't want to fight me. Now that they on my time and they don't have nobody else to fight. No, I'm not going to fight them. This sounds very childish, but I remember it. The interview was with the boxing voice. It was with Ness. It was sitting on the end of the boxing ring itself while this interview was taking place. And Ness looked right at him and was like, yo, are you sure? That's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather and McGregor. And your boy Tevin Farmer looked at Ness dead in the eye and said, I don't really care that much about once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. That's something I won't forget that Tevin Farmer said. And in my opinion, because those are your answers why you didn't want to fight him, and all of this talk previously, what, a whole year and 2 years before that fight took place, I call that a duck. That's a blatant duck in my opinion. But because you called out this fighter for a whole year and some change, calling them names and saying he ducking you, okay, you got the biggest undercard of that year, and your reasons was, I don't care about lifetime opportunities, and so what, they're on my time. This guy has had the same mentality this entire time, and since he's signed that 2-year deal, I believe his first fight, he has had, 5 fights now? He probably have another fight this year, would make 3 fights last year, and 3 fights in 2019 under the zone. His first fight was in August. August is here now, so his contract is probably about to be up. But I understand now, Tevin Farmer, you making moves, you fighting more, you getting more money, and you're getting paid more frequently because you're fighting more. I understand you feeling yourself, and his attitude hasn't changed. It's gotten worse. Actually, he thinks he's hot shit, saying that his defense is better than Floyd Mayweather's and all types of ill shit that's been coming out of his mouth. The teasers is better than all the strip clubs. Bruh, please, bruh. Just pipe down just a little bit and realize that you are not the A side of this fight. Because this is the reason why, if this fight drags ass, it's because he's going to want to make decisions and choices because he thinks he's hot shit. His feelings is hurt from when Floyd said that he's a 20, 30K fighter or some shit like that. Something he said under $100,000. And he told everybody that Floyd said that to him personally. So I know it hurt his feelings. And now he's making money. I understand. But you are not the A side. Out of everybody that you fought under the zone, the only person we know of is Fonseca because Gervonta Davis already stopped him. That's the only reason why we know who he was. Other than that, we don't know none of them people are that you fought over there on the zone. And before that, ain't nobody on your record like that that's skillful that we can say that you fought and actually won. You fought Pedraza and lost. You know, I think he has 4 losses on his record and a few draws. I'm just saying, we don't know those people. You know, people like watching slick fighters. Hell, I like watching slick fighters, but I like watching knockouts probably a little bit more. And Gervonta Davis is slick, and he can box, and he knocks people out. All right, him and Deontay Wilder has the highest knockout rating in boxing right now, 95%. I think Tevin Farmer's knockout rating is 16%. He's on that Paulie tip, you know. Only Paulie had like 12, 16, or 18% knockout rate. I bet you Paulie loves Tevin Farmer. He's slick, you know, he gets in and out, he fights real good. Yeah, bruh. But somebody like Deontay Wilder's going to favor another puncher like himself, like Gervonta Davis. You see how it goes? So when people making their comments about this fight or a comment about Tevin Farmer, that's the first thing I'm going to think of. Can you hit? All right? Punchers, slick fighters are going to respect Tevin Farmer and probably say Tevin Farmer's going to beat Gervonta Davis. All the punchers are going to say Gervonta Davis beats Tevin Farmer. I mean, all the boxers are going to think that way. If you have any sense that Tevin Farmer is not going to beat Gervonta Davis, I don't give a fuck what happens. And I know it's guys out there that thinks, you know, if you box somebody's ears off and get knocked out, you still won, even though you woke up after everybody left the arena. I'm not one of those people, bro. I mean, you could fight slick and you give somebody a boxing lesson all you want, but if the bell rings and the fight's over because you were stopped, you were stopped. It just is what it is, in my opinion. And it just seemed Tevin Farmer's a little bit his britches is real big, and it just seems like he is going to be the one who stalls this fight out. You know, Gervonta Davis been wanted this fight. It's a few people Gervonta Davis been wanted to fight. He's following the Floyd Mayweather shit that they're saying he's following. So if they are saying it, and Tevin Farmer says this a lot, Leonard and Floyd. Okay, Tevin, if that's the case, Leonard and Floyd said you're next. So what's the next move, bruh? They said you're next. If you're not listening to Tank, okay, and you already said previously, your team, your coaches, all of them said Tank wants to fight with Tevin. Okay, if you already know that, and the problem is Floyd and Leonard say you next, bruh. So stop talking about JoJo Diaz. Stop talking about every people that's moving up from 126. Stop talking about everybody. Stop talking about anybody that's over there in the zone. You should be talking about a unification. And that unification should be talking is with Gervonta Tank Davis. You've been talking about Gervonta Tank Davis since 2016, bruh. Probably even before that. So it's time. You know, your contract is probably going to be up at the end of August or sometime in September. Let's get it for December. I want this fight to happen in December. I don't want no big bickering back and forth. Sorry, Gervonta Davis is going to choose what you're going to get paid, and you just need to take that, Tevin. Their team is the A side, and their team is going to tell you what you're going to get paid. This is a pay-per-view event. This is an event that you never, ever would have in your career if not for another fighter, Tevin Farmer. Because I don't believe you are a pay-per-view fighter. I don't even believe this fight should be pay-per-view, but it is. And it only is because of Floyd Mayweather, TMT, and Gervonta Davis. That's why this is pay-per-view. Not because of DAZN, Eddie Hearn, and Tevin Farmer. I need that to be straight in everybody's head. Especially Tevin Farmer. Because I know the team already knows that Gervonta Davis is going to make, their team is going to make the decision. I need to go to work. So, I'm going to cut this video right here. But listen, honestly, out of all the things that's been said back and forth from between Tank and Tevin, it is a mutual thing. These guys want to fight each other, but the problems is the team. So now that Eddie Hearn is going to be out the picture, and it seems like Leonard Elderby's fed up with Eddie Hearn and don't want to deal with him and don't know where the fight's going to take place. Okay, since your contract is going to be up, you can set up this fight right now. I don't care if your contract is up at the end of September. Set up this fight right now to happen sometime in December. Okay? Sometime in December. Set the fight up. So when your contract is up, I don't care if you got to fight next week. Eddie Hearn don't have nothing to do with it. And the fight's already made. The fans are already happy. And, you know, everybody back gets rubbed. Yay. But always like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section if this fight is going to happen before 2019 is up, and whose fault it's going to be if it ain't. My link to the Cash App is in the description below. Always like to subscribe to the channel.